The three decans of the astrology sign Cancer. The Cancer planet is the moon. We know that Cancer deals with emotions. It deals with the mother. Cancer is the nurturer, the one who cares for you, the one who show you love, the one who's about love, the one who's romantic, the one who has mood swings, the one who's very sensitive, the ones who's so meditative, so caught up in their emotions, who live by what they feel, who go by what they feel, I feel, who deal with the conscious awareness and the subconscious, what's in the back of the subconscious. Also, they deal with emotional stress, but going through all the emotional phase, all the moon phase. And so we're talking about people who are born in the first decan. The first decan, Cancer, are the true Cancer, which is Cancer-Cancer. Okay, the first decan Cancers will have the original qualities of Cancer. And it's those who born from June the 21st to June the 30th, born under the first decan Cancer. Now, the Cancer sign itself is 30 days, so it's from June the 21st to July the 22nd. But since we're talking first decan, we're talking June the 21st to the 30th, we're talking people who are sensitive, who are receptive to energy, who are very empathic, who could be clairsentient. They can feel energy and they can feel people emotion in their body. They can feel people energy and know what they're feeling basically. So this is the crowd. The crowd like sense with the clouds. So people can talk with their hands. They can move like the crowd, which means sideways. Don't move direct, you know what I'm saying? Come sideways. But they know how they move because this is emotions. They're going by their emotions, the quick instinct of life. So these people deal with the home, the family life. They love the home. They love the family life. They love the ancestors. They love the culture. They love the traditions. They love anything that deal with food, that deal with eating out with relatives. They can be very possessive when it comes to things. Really, they just like hoarders. They like to stack up and save things. But they got a sharp mind, keen mind, very creative, very sexual, but only careful, security oriented. Even though they got a tough outer shell or outer appearance, they're sensitive underneath the surface of that appearance. And everything depends on their moves of how they feel. They ain't gonna do nothing if they don't feel right. They're gonna do things that they feel comfortable with, because it's a sign of comfortability, what they feel comfortable with. And trust. They have trust issues, trust with that. So they'll be able to trust you, to be able to connect with you. So it's all about soul bonding here. Some people born in the first decan, which is Cancer here. So of course they got psychic instincts. They be pretty much psychics, strong intuition, and that's what they live by. They live by what they feel, live by their intuition, what their inner self say. They dive deep within themselves. So they're very spiritual people. So since it's very spiritual, meditation is the key to their life to keep that balance. They need balance. So they're very kind, very giving, very gentle, and they are very patient listeners. They will listen to what you have to say. And they can be very talkative, but they got to be able to know you to be able to talk to you like that. They got to be able to be comfortable with you. And then they can be super talkative, and they're highly intelligent. And so we talking about these people right here, they deal with water. And so anything you say, they can be snappish and be so defensive of anything, of how you come. But the thing is, they're loyal to the T once they got your trust. Once you feel like family to them, and they got the type of people called friends family. Everybody family, hey family, hey family, hey family. So this type of energy that they carry. But they make others feel cared for and understood because they listen to others, and they love to nurture, love to help people. And it's hard to see these people because they can spot the tiny little deception and the behavior patterns. They're very much psychic when it comes to that. They know if you're lying. They got a photographic memory, so they got a good memory. They can remember things very well. And they know your inner motivation. They can tap into your soul essence and read it. Tap into your emotions and know what you feel and can feel what you feel. And they can interpret it. And so they have to be on the upside to do all this. On the downside, they could be very fearful, very paranoid, and they could be the type who could be kind of like loony, like a lunatic. On the downside, you don't want to play with these people. They could be like so-called killers, go hardcore. But in nationality, they protect theirs, they protect their family, they protect themselves, they protect everyone around them who they love. So being in tune with nature, being in tune with life is part of their vibration. Being in tune with energy, being in tune with the spiritual realm. This is what helps these people. Once they trust spirit, they'll be at their best. And love put them at their best too when they find their partner. But they tend to worry a lot. And when they go through things, they like to go through things by themselves in silence. And they don't really want to like talk about it. The best is best for them to let them get over it themselves so they can be able to process what they're feeling, or process what they're going through. And they're good when it comes to money, like saving money, stacking money, because this is a money sign also, business sign, prosperity sign. And so these people got a good judge of character when it comes to people, knowing thoughts, knowing their emotions. They're very affectionate and very devoted. Like I say, they are the protected moon child. So they always like to cuddle up and feel warm, feel safe. It's all about feeling safe and secure. And they love the woman nature. They love their mother, their grandmothers, but also they love family. No matter if it's the father, the brother, the sister, the auntie, the uncle. They love family in general. And so anybody who make them feel like family, they will call family. Anywhere where they feel home, anywhere in the world, they will call home. So they be the type who defend their hometown, who defend their country, because it's what they're about, home. They're about the ancestors, home, where they live and stuff like that there, and where they feel comfortable at. And they do got a touch of shyness, where they like to just be silent, be calm and analyze everything, observe, sit back, and don't like to say nothing. They like to chill, they like the peace, they like the calmness, peace and calmness. They want peace, calmness, and happiness, and being in tune with spirit. So they like mostly feel. It's about what they feel within themselves, so they can meditate and just pay attention to what they feel within them. And so they're very sensitive to energy. They pick up on other people's energy and take on other people's energy too. That's not theirs. So that's why they be so careful who they be around. So they're not doing everything I speak of. It's on the opposite side. That's basically it. If it's not the first Decan Cancer not doing none of this, they're on the opposite side. That's basically it. That's basically it. And you know the opposite traits. If it's not this, the upper traits, it's on the opposite. So if they're not about the home, it's on the opposite. So it's on the downside. So these people can also be wishy-washy because their emotions keep changing. So they deal with change. The emotions all switching up on them like that. So they can be depressed a lot according to who they're around and the situation. So they have to be somewhere comfortable. They have to be somewhere where it's calm, where they feel secure. They got a lot of scrum. They're stronger than what people think they are. Some people think they're weak, or they're kind, they're nice, they're very gentle, they're very nurturing, and they care. They're always asking, "Is you okay? Is you all right?" And people can think they're soft, but the thing is, they're stronger than mostly any astrology sign there is. Yes, because they deal with emotion. Emotion is a powerful force, which can make them very loony on the downside. So just they constantly feeling energy all around them, they're feeling energy in people and plants, energies in the environment. They make them attuned, know how to read the environment, know how to read the energy right here. So they do good in business that deals with the home, that deals with the culture, that deals with tradition, that deals with the ancestors, that deals with spirituality, business that deals with food, business that deals with family, helping you find your family, business that deals with, psychic ability. So speaking of the first deck in Cancer, now we have to move on. But before I move on, I must say that the Cancer energy itself can be extremely valid or very loony on the other side. Now, moving on. The second deck in Cancer is from July the 1st through July the 11th. And this is the Cancer-Scorpio Pluto energy. So we got the Plutonic energy with Cancer. Is very powerful. So your emotions are powerful. Your nurturing, caring ability is your power. So also, this is the way you transform. You transform through the home life, through the culture, through the ancestors, through your family. And so this is very powerful. Your mother is very powerful, influential person upon your personality, also your family. So these people here just got Scorpio with it. They're very strong emotion, powerful emotion, strong energy. You know what I'm saying? They're very sexual active. They got so much energy. You know what I'm saying? Always trying to master their sexual energy, their traits. They always feeling it within themselves, but they won't give it to anybody because this Cancer very careful. But they got Scorpio. Scorpio is careful too, and Scorpio go hard though. But at the same time, these people do what they want because it's that powerful, aggressive Scorpio. And Scorpio also got Mars and not only just Pluto. So they can be very hardcore. These people is very intuitive and very focused. They can read a book. They might like strong personalities, like tough like people right here. And so this personality right here, these people want to leave a mark or a legend for something. And so they like to dig into the unknown things, the hidden things. They like to crack the secrets, to crack the codes of life, or what's going on in your life. They like to know your thoughts, your every emotion. They like to break it down. So this is what they do, like a scientific mind, but they can read you very well because they all look within themselves also with their intelligence. The second gift is mark right here. It's mark. This is what they're born with. They're very persistent to accomplish any goal. Very imaginative, very passionate people. Yeah, so they go for what they go for. You know what I mean? And so they're very practical emotions. Even though they deal with the higher realm, the higher mind, the higher emotions, the higher experience of emotion. Since Scorpio is fixed emotions, so it makes them very solid, very firm, very strong, persistence in whatever they put their emotions in, whatever they put their mind to or emotions in. So they can concentrate very well. They got strong, focused vision. They pick up on every little details that others miss because they can concentrate very well. They make master strategizers, great planners. And the thing is, these tough cookies, so you get on the bad side, they can be out for revenge. You know what I'm saying? They be determined to get you. And they can have fun with it because they know you better than you know yourself. Because they can intuitively read you. They know your soul. Like the Cancer, the first Decan can read you, but we got Cancer-Scorpio, this make it even more powerful. This make these people want to read you. This is what they do. They're gonna know all about psychic gifts, all about psychic ability, all about the underworld, all about astrology, numerology, all about science, all about these are good researchers, you're good detectives. So when you got the Cancer-Scorpio second Decan, these are detectives. So those born under this Decan, they're detectives, and they love to find the mysteries of life. And they like to watch like mystery movies because they like to solve it. Like they might know what's gonna happen before the movie even play all the way through. So they even know you. They know if you lie, they're gonna call it like it is. They ain't gonna put no sugar coat on it. So these people here actually got the drive to do anything in the past to do anything. So the six senses on fire. I must say that this psychic is definitely confirmed right here. And they understand the human heart, and they have great awareness of secrets in general. They can be very secret to themselves. They can hold secrets, keep secrets, and people reveal their secrets to these people because these people who make you want to reveal secrets to them. They're very powerful, very magnetic, very strong, and very tough. Who people want to be like because they can see the power in these people. They love the power that these people have. People love the power that this Cancer-Scorpio energy brings. So those born under this second Decan is very fighter. They're fighters. They deal with birth, sex, death, and transformation or in rebirth. So they always changing up their appearance and changing up what they want to do and changing up themselves for the betterment. They're all trying to transform. First they might be a doctor. Then they might start from the lower realm and they might be something that ain't something like a preacher. Then it might be something like an E-man. Then they might transform and be something else, a spiritual guru. Eventually it'll be a spiritual guru, but they change from one personality to the next. And what happened yesterday is something new today. That's how they operate. That's the past. So, cause they all transform it. So not only their careers, but their personalities too, and their minds. So as they get continue to energy continue to as they continue to get older, they grow, they become better and better. And so these people can be very violent, unpredictable on the downside. We know all that. So on the downside, you already know how tough this is. This is a tough placement. These people like to fight. They will fight you. They know how to win. And so they go within. Like the Mars with the Aries energy go outward, and you can see it. With these people, you can't see when they come to it. And they laugh and play with it because they know they got you. They can read it very well. So these people here can be very jealous too. You know what I'm saying? And they're very loyal and they're very dedicated. These some real people who you want in your life. Realistic people who will fight for you and be there for you. These are your philosophies type people, which is philosophers, and also these people are your information gatherers, where they could just keep a file of information. Anything you do wrong to them, they can expose it. You know what I'm saying? They got all this information. They know names. They got information on some everything. But overall, these people got a good, positive, great positive nature and positive force and a healing force that you want to be around. They make great healers. They find solutions. These are problem solvers in the world who find solutions to the world's problem and to anybody's problem. So they like to help others. They're loving. They're giving. They're kind. And they can be very gentle too, even though they got a tough persona. But they're calm too now. You know what I'm saying? Very cool, like smooth, like personality. They can be like that. At the same time, they can be kind of tough and rough and speak that way. But they got great strength, determination, and willpower. And psychic feeling, they can be very much clairsentient too. Not only clairsentient, but be mediums, where they talk to spirits and all that there. And so, it's psychic gifts is marked right there. So, cognizance is another one I would say that they have, because they're very confident definitely in themselves, and they're very competitive on the low. Like, you don't know they're competing, but they're very competitive on the low. And they want to win. These people are warriors in the world, secretive warriors, but they're very ambitious to accomplish any goal or any objectives. They are dedicated to everything they do. They are dedicated to their relationships, and they're very passionate in their relationships, very passionate with their work, very passionate with those who they love, and very passionate about their hobbies, and they're very dedicated to whatever cause they have, cause in life. Right now, I'm gonna tell you, they don't like no weakness. Those born in this second decan of Cancer, with this second decans of Cancer-Scorpio, they don't like no weakness. They don't like no weak personalities. But they're here to learn to accept people who they are, because they just like weak personalities. The thing is, though, you would love them to be on your team, because you know deep within them, they know they got the warrior spirit. Their ancestor is their power. They scream. Their home is their power. They come from. So these people will definitely fight for a nation. They'll fight for their tribe, right here. But the Pluto give them that energy right there to do that. They're very concentration like people. They're very focused focused vision. Their vision is sort of like it's like an owl, but it goes deeper than the owl. It's like an eagle. How an eagle can focus miles and miles away. Very controlling people, obsessive. When they get obsessed about something, they obsess. They move quickly. They think quickly, but at the same time, they can talk slowly but carefully, and they definitely got a high sex drive. Very sensual. Very sensual. So they got great ideas. They're idealistic, super creative. They always trying to master themselves, master their emotions, so they can feel safe, because they know how strong and powerful their emotions is. So they're strong-willed, and they don't need nobody to motivate them. They're already motivated. They got a brilliant mind. Just don't get on their bad side, because they can be very cold and very vicious and very revengeful and very jealous and very dominant and don't care and be very much like killers, for real, murderers. And that's as long as they don't go on the downside. You good. As long as they are balanced and they're in the right mind, everyone is good. They are pretty much a high achiever, and they will stop at nothing to achieve any objective or goal, so they will leave a mark. They'll be a legend for something. So now, as I move on, the third decan, Cancer. Those who born from July the 12th to July the 22nd, you are the Cancer-Pisces type of individuals. The Cancer-Pisces individual. Okay, your home is spiritual. Your home is divine. Your home is imaginative. Your home is dreamy. Your home is creative expression. Your home is healing. So all of this here is the gifts you have. You could be the most psychic out of all psychics. You got the moon and Neptune connection right here. You got a Cancer-Pisces type. And so you got psychic energy, definitely. And also your intuition is on fire. That's only if you activate it and you're in a balanced state of mind, the right mind. You can really be good at with this gift. You're very versatile, very mutable, multi-talented, adaptable. And at the same time, you know your old soul. You just know that you're different. You know that you're not from here. You know that you don't belong here and that you don't fit in with the rest of the world. And sometimes you could be escapist and going to use something like alcohol, drugs, sex as addiction, so you can escape this world of chaos. But at the same time, you should be able to confront your problems, confront whatever you're going through. But you got Neptune here, but you got Cancer will help you, because Cancer is a cardinal. It helps you to confront your problems. So it won't be like the original Pisces by itself. Since you got the third decan Cancer, which is Pisces type of Cancer. You know what I'm saying? You stay on your feet, dancing on your feet, stay on the groove, moving, excited about life right here. You can be excited about life type, but very imaginative, very dreamy. Always having psychic dreams, psychic visions. And you might be in a trance. You might be riding in the car, or riding on a train, or riding on a bus, and all of a sudden you go into a trance. And then you just wake yourself up. You don't know how you get in this trance. You be thinking of something, next thing you go in a trance. You be stuck there in your mind. So these type of people who has the third decan Pisces, which is, third decan Cancer, with the Pisces energy, it deals with the astral planes. It deals with bringing heavens to earth, bringing spirituality to earth. So being spiritual and trusting spirit is what you're here to do. You're here to trust spirit. You're here to be divine. And everything you do, you're here to look at it as being divine, as being spiritual. No matter if you wash the dishes, it don't matter if you wash the car, it don't matter if you're outside cutting grass, it don't matter where you work at, it don't matter who you helping. You're here to look at everything as spiritual. Everything you do, even when you wash the table, is spiritual. So this type of energy that you carry right here. Because if you're not doing that, you can be on the downside and be mentally insane and go through it right here. You know what I mean? So compassionate is one of your biggest traits, being compassionate towards others, sharing your unconditional love that you truly want to share to others. But first, you have to love yourself. And once you do that, you can be very like a role model to everyone, a role model to everyone. Because people love your energy, very creative, very life of the party type energy, very spiritual, but at the same time, you're very funny, very joking, very playful, but also you can be very illusional, not realistic. At the same time, you are a true seeker when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to knowledge, information, writing, a great musician, and you're an artist, and definitely a poet. A poet, because you can imagine, make movies in your mind and put a whole movie together. So you can be a movie director into photography. So you got holographic visions of things. So it makes you clairvoyance, where you can see spirits, and see things, and see images, see colors. Very clairvoyance right here. And so you have superb intuition. This is what you live by. You don't live by intelligence, mostly by intuition. You know what I'm saying? So this is very powerful, because this is higher than intelligence. But you also has high intellectual mind state. So highly intellectual achievement is very important to you, because you're very magnetic. And to some people, you're mysterious. You know, they feel like they know you, but they don't know you. If you feel like a mystery to people. Very sensitive. This is a very sensitive place. You're so sensitive that you get very emotional very quick, and very snappish very quick, because you're sensitive and go off and think people are at you, but they're not out to get you. But you're very understanding. You understand people's emotions. You understand people's pain. But you're the type who take on everybody's pain and emotions. But once you learn how to protect your energy, this is how you win right here. So you'll solve images, you'll solve people first impression, people mind thoughts, you solve emotions from everything around you, and you solve energy, people energy, everything that's around you, all the energy that's around you, you'll solve it. And you take it in, internalize it. So you must protect your energy. You know what I'm saying? Because it could drive you crazy and make you like lonely, don't want to be around people. Because you need time alone. You need sometimes you can be a floater, but you need a long time to meditate, to get your soul right. You know what I'm saying? Healing. But your lesson is self-doing. Learn how to do for yourself. You got to fight hard to maintain stability, because all this energy around you, emotions, people, pain that you pick up, you're very tuned to that, very psychic to that. And so being engaged into stuff, being involved with activities, because you can be type that can go with the flow. So you must be engaged in activities and do things. And don't try to find an easy way out when you're dealing with problems. You confront it. That's how you win. You're very generous, very giving. You give your last. You give people your socks off your feet. You give anything. So you're very generous. People can take advantage of your kind heart. You're very fascinated, very excited, and love to play. You love being a comedian like energy. You can be a great actor, actress, and you like the radio, music, entertainment. Even you like drama. You like excitement. You like drama, excitement that goes on in life. This will keep you thriving. And your delight is in pleasure. You got a charming personality, very charismatic, that people imitate and want to be like, and you're very happy going type person. So you must look within yourself, because you're very caring, very devoted, very sentimental. But watch out for being impractical and even lazy. So if you're on the upside of your traits, you're going the opposite. I don't have to say no more of that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have the addictive behavior. You want to be able to handle yourself, control yourself, and live in your divinity and trust the universe for everything. Good thing you're loyal and protected towards your family, and you can do good in the public life, be an achiever in the public. And we come to entertainment, art, spirituality, astrology, divination, and things of that nature. So this is how you win right here. You got a very romantic, beautiful, harmonious nature where people love to be around, very good energy. And you want to feel a close bond to people. So it's about what you feel, it's about what you see, it's about what you hear. All psychic gifts you have, even mediumship, if you tune into it, you can even talk to spirits. So use your gift for the best of your ability and learn your gifts. Learn how to control your emotions. Learn how to use your hands for healing, not only create a purpose, but also for therapy. Massage therapy, healing through the hand, or Reiki, get into that, because you got all this potential, all this ability. The world is an art, and you are the painter in the world, because you knows how you want your designs to be. So if you look at yourself with that, then you understand life. And so trust spirit, and this is how you win. Faith is the key here. So this being said, I'm out. 3 decans of a Scorpio. So the Scorpio birthday is from October 23rd to November 21st. So the first decan, people are Scorpio. They are true Scorpios, all Scorpios. And so this people who are born from October 23rd to November 1st. Now you are definitely that Scorpio. You are the one who got that vision, who got that focus, who got that drive, who got that persistency, the original, the ones who want to leave a mark, a legend, but the go hard energy flow, who can be very stubborn, who about creating your reality, always creating in your mind, always recreating yourself. You're the type who got higher conscious energy flow, higher thoughts, higher perspectives, who will experience things in your life so you can learn, so you can be very powerful. And the spirits also deal with spiritual forces that's within, trying to control your powerful dynamite emotions. And this is what you do all the time. So you're trying to be the one who's so divine and so spiritual that you can share it with others, that you can bring out the truth in the world, break taboo people say you can't do, and you're trying to show people that you could do it. And it's that powerful Scorpio energy flow. So you're the one who with this type of energy, and you don't like weakness. Very strong, you got a sense of purpose, a sense of vision, a sense of duty, a sense of helping, a sense of sharing your love, a sense of, oh, we already know. A sense of transformation. You're the strong, the focus, the intuitive genius. We're talking about those who are super smart, who know the mind, who like to know what make people tick and how people think. You're the one. Scorpio, the first Decan. And so we're talking about those who are the ones who overcome anything, any obstacle, anything come your way, and who can be very stubborn, very dominant nature, and always want to really win on a low key, or want to win, and can admire people from far off without people even knowing for years. And also people could like you for years and can admire you for years. They want to take your place. They want to be you because your energy is so powerful, it's so magnetic, it's so charming. But you're so secretive. The thing is, you also keep other secrets. That's why they like to talk to you. That's why they know you can keep it. So you're the meditative one who could deal with death better than anyone. The meditative one who got strong penetration mind, who penetrate people's soul and can read their emotions. Clairvoyants who can read people the way they feel it, and you can feel it inside, and your intuition always guide you and never lead you in the wrong place. You're that type, but you can be very controlling, very obsessive personality, because you can be very obsessive about researching, investigating, because you want to know, you're curious. You're the type, knowing will hurt you, not knowing will hurt you, not knowing will hurt you. So you have to know. Like, some people, it's better for them not to know, but you got to know. So that's how you feel. And that's why you got to drive to know. And be like, I told you. When you say something, you said it to somebody and they took it for granted, and you say, I told you, because you knew. You that type of person, you want the confirmation. You love the confirmation when it comes true. And you be the one who, that's like a victory to you when you say something and it comes to reality and people didn't listen. So you're the one with strong willpower, the fighter, the one who will fight, the one who will go hard. So, but also you the one who ain't scared of death. But also you experience death all around you in your life. It can be from the streets, the family, even yourself could be a victim of death or close to death, or being shot at, or being stabbed. But something happened that did with the dramatic feel. But you're the one who got the ability to handle that dark side, to handle the tough guys. And you kind of like that tough energy. You kind of like tough cookies. But you are tough yourself, but also sensual and sexy, and want to show your sexiness and your cuteness and the penetration eyes. People love you, hypnotizing eyes, hypnosis eyes, put people in a trance. Yeah, so you the Scorpio energy. All Scorpio, not only the first Decan, but all three Decans will have this ability. They got same Scorpio energy. It's just the other Decans got more added on to them. So, but you're the one who passionate, magnetic, and very calm though, very chill. Until we get you to that point, you would slow, bah, like a time bomb, bah. They want to mess with you because you go off, you destroy everything that's around you. But you better get to that unless somebody get you there, but you could go there more than anyone. And nobody want to mess with you because you're very ruthless and very vicious and very violent and don't care. You're very cold. That's gonna be the other side of their emotion. But we don't got to go on the other side, because if you're not operating on your higher side, then people know they live on the other side. So you're the one with the scientific mind. Could be a surgeon, could be a doctor, and a spiritual leader, spiritual guru. You're the one who could be that healer, spiritual healer. And also we'll be on social media and be famous for spiritual work, or be famous for scientific work, or be famous for putting things together, because you're a great problem solver, strategist type person. And so you are the one who's flexible and who magnetic and who has the tremendous force to go against anyone, who's not scared of nothing. Yeah, you the one got that ability. If not, you're paranoid and you're scary. So on the other side, you're not. You know what I'm saying? You got the strength. You know what I'm saying? But you also can be very vegetative. So people be scared to mess with you like that because you don't play no games. Other than that, it's all about you being easy and relaxed and evaluating situations and paying attention, because you pick up stuff that people miss. Call you the chemist who can turn any bad situation to something good. That's the type of energy that you have. You can make any situation to something, because you don't believe in taboos. You break taboo. People say you can't do this, you can't do that, or this is like this, and you prove it wrong. You bring the truth to the world. You expose, you dissect things. So you're the one who the master strategist. So anybody get a line, they don't want to mess with you because you know their mind, and you can play with people because you know them better than they know themselves. Because you know the man should be a psychologist. So right here, you love to move quick, but also you like to move careful. And you might speak slowly because you want to be careful, or you might speak fast. Depends what mood that you're in. Because you do deal with emotions, so you can have moods, but you want who be able to control it more than any other water sign. So with it being said, you always truthful. You love people who about the truth. You like real people. You don't like no fake people. You don't deal with fakeness too well. So you like people to tell you the truth. So you can go against hard when people don't tell you the truth, because you're very competitive in any field, anything you want to win. And you know how to win. You got the strategized mind. Your intelligence is very high. Not only your intelligence, you're very psychic. And so when you bring that in balance, nobody can mess with you. You're psychic on almost every level, every realm. You dive into the deep, to the unknown, breaking down things, decoding things. You know what I'm saying? So this type of energy you have, this is very powerful. Always recreating yourself, always your thoughts, always change your mind. You got a focused vision, who persistent and very passionate and got compassion. And the great thing that you got a very helpful spirit, a very powerful, helpful force that want to help others, that want to see people live their best life. You're very loving, very giving, very kind, very loyal, very gentle. You can be very adaptable. You know you got to fix fixed energy. When your energy is fixed on the right thing, you're at your best. You're at your best. But if fixed on the wrong thing, you'll be the most dangerous person in the world. So psychic feeling is something that you do naturally, looking deep within. You got the word spirit. So it's like you dance with the spirit. That's what you love to do. And you're not scared of the spiritual realm. You're not scared of nothing, even the material realm. So this being said, you aspire either fear in others, they're scared, or they respect you. So this being said, and when you do something, it's a done deal. You get the job done. That's what people should love about you. And don't you resist being dominant and controlling, because you can be very dominant and controlling force, because you have a very dominant nature, very strong personality, you'll win. And anything you want, you go for it. That's the good thing about it. So this being said, I got to say one more thing. You love to be in the group. You love to help people. You definitely love like the humanitarian nature on your upside, and when you're in balance. Now I got to move on to the second decan. So the second decan, Scorpio, is the Pisces type of Scorpio, and your birthday from November the 2nd to November the 11th. So this makes you super creative, super psychic. Your realm is spirituality. Everything you do is spiritual. You're always happy. Your creativity, very super creative. You're the artist in the world. You're the one who will be that artist. Artistic mind, beauty, love, charm, happiness, all the pleasures that fulfill your soul. And then you go deep into the other realm, in the other world, very psychic. Your information always coming to you, downloads. We live by your intuition. It's so deep. You got a Neptunian energy, so you're the one who will be very researching and dissecting the code thing to deal with the spiritual realm. And you don't do good when you deal with religion. You do good being spiritual, being free spirit, being on the move, on the go. So you could be a floater too, who just floating around. Sometimes you be stuck in the box, but when you're not, you at your best. You be the actor, the entertainer, very funny. You can be the one who's charming. So you add a Scorpio traits to this. This makes you, spirituality is your power. Spirituality is how you transform. And also you'll go through things that deal with spirit till you learn about spirit. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And Scorpio to this makes you a leader when it comes to spirituality. You're not afraid of spirits. You know what I'm saying? You're not afraid to express your creativity. You're not afraid to know you're going to win everything you do. You can be one of the best musician, the best, anything you do, basketball, sports, very dominant, all this energy within you. I'm saying very spiritual. Everything you look at is spiritual. So long as you don't be in escapist mode, and that's, I don't see that happen like how regular Pisces would do, because it's Scorpio and Pisces connection, and this add-on Pisces is added on to the Scorpio traits, you'll win. Because Pisces energy could be escapist. You want to escape reality. You want to escape what's going on. But since you got Scorpio, which is filled with power, you can face your reality with ease. So that being said, you are the type definitely who determined, got the willpower to accomplish your creativity skills. Everything around you, you want to live in a creative expression world. And so the second decan, Scorpio, can adapt to anybody more easily than a regular Scorpio more easily than the first decan, because you're very adaptable. Got the Pisces energy with that. You know what I'm saying? So you got adaptable with the fixed energy. So it could be either or. So you can be more adaptable than any Scorpio. You're very versatile in your skills, many gifts, many talents. And that's a good thing. People see you're very creative. They see you can be a computer expert. You can be this, you can be that. You can change up to be any form that you choose right here. You can be a spiritual, you can be a doctor, you can be nurturing, caring, because you do care for people, and you do love people with a humanitarian soul, because you can feel people on a deeper level, pick on people energy all around you, your environment. You pick up on energy on plants, animals. You can feel almost anything, you can empathize with anything on the planet. You're very spiritual, very divine, very sacred. And the thing is, you're very sensitive. So this could make you very snappy to go hard on people who come against you. You could be a very tough vibration. You got Scorpio connection with you, because you're the type that won't do no escape stuff with Scorpio. There, Scorpio don't play. Scorpio about that life. And since you got Pisces here, this will make you super sensitive, more sensitive than Scorpio. Scorpio know how to conceal their emotions and explode when it's time. But you so sensitive that you can actually explode, you know what I'm saying, all the time, unless you got your emotion under control, because Scorpio get the power to keep it under control. So you deal with the higher mind, higher conscious, higher spirit, the realm of the psychic realm, meditation, the home of meditation. So meditation do good for you. Getting out in nature, in the air, that do good for you. So you do this type of Scorpio where you're not in the air, do good for you. You're not in nature, do good for you. Being in tune with nature, being in tune with being in tune with love. Love is the key right here. So you always seeking that love, and you want that love, you fantasize about it, you dream about it. You can make movies and stories about it in your consciousness, in your mind, very meditative spirit, and also delusional. You can be delusional too. So that's if you stay in that realm too long. But Scorpio get the power to overcome even that realm, you know what I'm saying, anything. So what you feel is very important. Y'all feeling energy all around. Y'all feeling people emotions. Y'all feeling people tears and thoughts and their pains in their body. So you feel it in your body. Take on their energy. Sometimes you think it's you, but since you got Scorpio here, you have the ability to master and to know what you're feeling, and know that it's not your feelings, that it's somebody else's feeling. Because Scorpio deal with power. So your feet is your powers. Dancing is your power. Moving on your feet, you know what I'm saying, is your power. Doing any sports with your feet, any creativity, but also power is in your mind, your pineal gland. And so any healing food, eat that keep you in your psychic powers and your element, like blackberries, anything like that. So your hands are very healing, very expressive power. So you can be a medium too, talk to spirits, spiritual guide, spiritual leader, spiritual teacher, spiritual healer, all that there. Also be into numerology, astrology, into all that. So with this right here to give you the ability to prophesize on every level, to be a psychic on every level. So with it being said, psychic what you know, what you see, what you hear, claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairsentience, and clairaudience. You can be a psychic on any level with this energy right here. So what Pisces add on to it is more psychic energy, but also makes you very spiritual, make you more about love, more kind, more giving, and stuff like that there. It makes you more in tune with people, emotions, and more. It makes you more also do more addictive behavior to something, love, pleasure more. and concentrate more on your pleasures than getting it done. Like the regular Scorpio can get it done. Don't have to worry about all these distractions. So you're more in tune with your poetic self, more in tune with your artistic self, more in tune with this realm of things. So your business, you want your business to be something that's spirituality. Like a Scorpio can be anything, but yours most in tune will be something spiritual or creative. And this is how you win. Right here, being spiritual or creative, but also you have to be into sports too. The sports, things like that, with that magical touch in your hand, shooting basketball or playing football or anything, with your feet, soccer, because this is what this deals with. This deals with all this what I'm speaking of, with your charming nature, very charming. And your greatest skill is in giving to others, and always helping those who need your help. So that's your greatest skill. You'll get it back, and because you are a great entertainer, a great comedian, got a great sense of humor. You're great. The one who into music, the one who into TV, and not only into music, but you could be the one who creating music, who creating plays, who be a great actor, who be a great photographer, and to the camera life, to entertainment, and all that. So very generous, and you don't have to worry about being so much of an escapist like a regular Pisces, because you're a Scorpio type of Pisces. So as long as you get more involved, and Scorpio be more involved than the regular Pisces, Scorpio-Pisces. So this is the second decan of Scorpio. So you're the Pisces type of Scorpio. So you can be very pleasure loving, pleasure to see. You love strong personalities, strong spirits. And being a celebrity, being famous is something that a lot of you will be under this vibration, famous. So with it being said, I have to move on. I have to move on to the third decan, because you who on the second decan can even heal plants, animals, not only people, heal anything with your hand, speaking to existence, and also meditating and using your psychic forces. You got to learn how to use it though, and you'll be good. So this being said, once you learn your powers, you will create the best magic, because you deal with magic. It's like Scorpio deal with magic on the first decan, so do the second. Second, you will go even harder, beyond realms. So this being said, you're very caring. The spiritual realm is yours. Understand that. Understand the spiritual realm is yours. You're the one who solves people's thoughts, people emotions, and solve energy all around you. So it's for you to take this energy and to interpret it and help change it and distribute it out to something positive and break it down and give people understanding of their energy so they can heal and prosper. So you can be a great spiritual counselor, spiritual guide, and a social worker and things like that. So this is stuff that you can get into. So with it being said, I have to move on. You don't have to worry about your lesson to be doing for yourself like a regular Pisces, because this is you the Scorpio type of Pisces. Scorpio will give you that drive and determination. So that being said, as long as you ain't stuck in the rut and you can be able to do for yourself, you're good. So that being said, I have to move to the third decan. Third decan Scorpio, we talking about the Cancer moon type of Scorpio. So this getting even deeper right here. And that's those who born from November the 12th to November the 21st. So we talking about the home light, the home body Scorpios. The inner self is very important. Meditation is definitely key right here, but they got the ancestors. They can get in touch with the ancestors better than anyone. They always feeling, I feel. And this is the type of energy that's could be home bodies. Anywhere they feel comfortable at. This is where they feel important. Their family tree, their ancestors, the country they stayed, the city they stayed. It's very important. They will protect it. They will be the ones who will fight for it. Then that get them to scream. People thought that Cancer was weak, but when it's in Scorpio, it's even more stronger. Cancer itself is strong because it's super emotional, so they make it super emotional. So you feel people energy all around you. You know what I'm saying? But Scorpio give you that strength, that willpower. And you know, you're a Cancer, but you're a cardinal type. We take initiative, take action. So this makes you be very fortunate to come to jobs, business. This is the money sign right here. So money is what you be attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Get your money up, being a provider for your family, for your home, take care of your home. Your home be one of the best homes there is. And also being nurturing and being caring and loving, showing people what love be. You know what I'm saying? You're super emotion, super in tune, so moody. You gotta watch out for that mood swing. You're the one who can remember everything under the sun. This type of, you think that a Scorpio first decan can remember everything? We got Scorpio-Cancer, the third decan. They can remember almost everything under the sun. There's only a few things they ever miss, but they got great memories. And it will make them so psychic and so in tune with the spirit. So it makes these people the type, they lead us naturally. They take initiative naturally. They're very sensitive naturally. They're very kind. They got an intuitive mind. They live by the intuition, of course. They live by the intuition. And they know if you're sad, you put on the front like you're happy, they know if you're going through something. You put on the cover, they can see through that cover. You know what I'm saying? They can feel it. They can feel it. They just know. You know what I'm saying? They can read you like a book and they will tell you what they're feeling. They say, oh, you lying, you faking. They will let you know. They can feel it. So we talking about the Cancer moon type of people, like the mother, nurturing spirit. So these type of people will be assessed when it comes to women. They be assessed when it comes to family. They be assessed when it comes to their mother. So do not mess with their mother or their family right here. They're not gonna play like the other Scorpios who might let you slide. All Scorpios is tough, but this even make a Scorpio more tough when they're dealing with family, when they're dealing with culture, when they're dealing with their family. And this is what they will argue about: their culture, their family, their country, their city. They will represent their city. They represent where they're from. They will let you know. So these people here, they deal with love. It's about what they feel. They don't feel right, they're not gonna do nothing. It depends on how they feel. Everything depends on how they feel. So they got to keep their mind balanced. They're all trying to master their emotions because they know that if they don't master, they go through mood swings. And when the moon out, they go through many motion phases. They can tell when the moon out, they can feel it because they start getting very moody and very expressive and feeling different. They know. They go to changing and revolve every time the moon is out. They know. They're in tune with the moon. So they deal with the conscious and the subconscious and the unconscious. So they very, the psychic gifts is very strong in them. That's Mark. It's a gift. Cynthia and Ann cognizance, because they just know right here. Scorpio get them the determination to know and that drive. These make you great researchers. All Scorpio energy is researching, no matter which Decan. But the third Decan, you are the protector. You are the protector. You're very loyal. It's I feel right here. It's how I feel right here. So you're more in tune with I feel. You know, without evidence, without facts, without reason. You don't care if people try to spit facts or truth. But if you don't feel like this is that, it ain't gonna be that. It's about how you feel. So you tap into the underworld. The universe is definitely with you on every level, and the ancestors. So with this level right here, you have so much contradiction in your life. You contradict yourself so much. It's a shame. You say one thing, another thing happens, because your mood is always changing. People think you like that, but you're not fake. It's just that your mood is always changing. You feel like this, you feel like that, and you got this powerful force within you that you got to try to handle. You know what I mean? So your instinct, you highly wired. Your instinct is full of intuition, full of hunches and feeling, your gut reactions of how you feel, and something so sensitive till it can go to hurting, because especially if you don't eat the right food or you don't eat enough and things like that. You got a photographic memory, so it's very good right here. The family, dedicated to the family home all the way. I got to say it again over and over, and the ancestors. When you stay, all that's important. You will protect that. That's something that you will protect. You could appear to be weak to some people, but you're not. Very strong. But you got Scorpio in here, so you're not going to appear to be weak, because you're the Cancer type of Scorpio. So, but you can be unpredictable, very temperament, very violent, and very strong. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to say all the opposite traits, because if you're not on the upside, it's the opposite. But I have to let you know that this is a strong placement right here. They got a powerful force that they're working with. So security means a lot to you. Being safe, always checking the doors and locks of your home, checking your car, make sure everything's secure. You got to feel secure to be comfortable. They deal with comfortability. That's what Cancer deal with, being comfortable. Being comfortable is like where you feel home at. No matter where in the world, we tell auntie house. If you're comfortable there, if you're like home, and you don't want to call everybody fam who like your friends, and you feel like they're your family right here. So right here, these people, they give great advice, killer advice. People always come to them because they give good advice. And it's like they experience many lifetimes through their emotions and through other people's emotions. So they go through things to deal with emotions and deal with the spiritual realm and things like that there. So they can be very possessive when it comes to their things. But they're not really possessive because they're very spiritual. They're more like careful with this stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it can be like anti and save stuff, like hoarders. But they can save a whole bunch of stuff and have it for so many years. But these people will be well famous and stuff like that. They want to be famous for something. And don't just into business, restaurant business, food, into culture, into spirituality, to the ancestors, anything to any divination, they'll win right here. I mean, so anything that deals with the spiritual realm. So they tend to worry a lot, and they like to get over their problems in secret. So these people here, they don't trust others easily. The thing is, once they trust you though, they forever trust you. They forever loyal to you. You can't lie to these people. They see through your fakeness. They see through your soul. But they can be very fearful about this, about that on the other side. So the thing is, they're very careful and very careful who they mess with and who they deal with. And they always guard these secrets very well than the other Decans, Scorpio. So the third Decan will have more secrets in a little bit. So right here, they always return to the past, about what happened in the past. And the past give them experience. They give them wisdom. So the past give them wisdom so they know how to move. So everything in life will teach them their lessons and stuff like that. So they can be adventurous. They want to be adventurous, but they do love their home too. But they got to feel comfortable. Where they feel comfortable. They want to be famous, but they also love the comfortability. As long as it's comfortable, wherever they feel comfortable at, that's what they want. So they're very pleasure-loving people. They like to feel sensual. They like to go deep within themselves. They like to pay attention to the energy flowing through them, where they feel so good and sensual. So this is what they love. So they be into the magical realm, spiritual realm. So they are the ones with the tough shells. Even though they got tough shells, they shell like you can't penetrate through them. And they got like tough cookies appear like that, but they soft on the inside. Cause they're very, so when I say soft, I mean loving, caring. We talking about on a good level, positive level. Softness ain't never, we never just saying like weak or nothing like that. Cause they're not weak by a long shot. Cause this Scorpio type of Cancer, even regular Cancer not weak, but they can get very valid and very dramatic and cause they know your spirit, they know your soul, they know you, they got a good judge of character. So harmony and peace mean a lot to these type of Scorpios. Harmony and peace, control of themselves, balance means a lot to these people. And they definitely are your problem solvers, your nurturers, your intellects, and highly meditative. And you know they psychic. You know what I'm saying? That's no question. That's a mark there. You know, some of them might not even know they psychic, but they psychic. You know what I'm saying? They take initiative when it comes to nurturing and caring for you and providing for people. But they also like to be cared for and nurture and love too. They like people to do the same back. You know what I mean? So they appear to be like your mama bears who gonna protect you. You know what I'm saying? Gonna fend little cubs. You like the cubs. The world is like the cubs. So they will help anyone though. They help anyone and give their all to anyone if they could. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about these people. These are the ones who might talk with their hands and they're not. But the thing is about these people, they got a charming, magnetic personality. You love them because they're very kind, very nice, very sweet. You love them. But at the same time, they're cool. They got a tough persona. On the inside, once you get to know them, you see they got a little toughness with them. And they're very expressive, communicative. And they know you. You're like, wow, they on point with this and on point with that. So when it comes to business, this is what they be good with. Finances, money, stuff like that. They be careful with their finances, careful how they spend their finances and money and business. And when it comes to spirituality, the ancestors, the culture, they be historians and stuff like that. Into anything that deals with that and the home life, they talk about different countries. So they be good when dealing with that. And emotions, showing you how to overcome and deal with your emotions. So this being said, I did all the Decans. This is the Scorpio-Cancer third Decan, Scorpio. I'm out, beautiful people. The 3 Decans of Pisces, the Neptunian beings, spiritual beings on this planet. And the birthdays of the Pisces is from February the 19th to March the 20th. And so we're talking about some spiritual beings right here. So the first Decans of Pisces is the true Pisces type of individuals. because 2 Pisces. Okay, which is the first decan. You're the type of Pisces is who truly is a Pisces. That's basically what I got to say. And you're very adaptable, very psychic, very in tune with writing, very in tune with your creativity, very in tune with people's emotions, very in tune with anybody's creative skills, and can be the one who help people bring out their creative skills. So you're super creative mind, like you create the world. The world is artistic to you, and so you're very clairvoyant to see. You can see the big picture, you can see things. Who could imagine, put yourself in people's position and shoes. That's how powerful you is as the old soul. And so your birthday, the first decan is from February the 19th through February the 28th or February the 29th. So you're the first decan Pisces from February the 19th to February 28th or 29th. So now, dreams are very important to you, the dreamy type, but also you can be deceiving the people's eyes, like hypnosis, like nature. To some people, they love your spirit, love your bond. They want to know who you are, and you like mistress to people. But you're very adaptable, very skillful, and versatile, and have many gifts. There's a charmer, as the lover, spirit, the love, and this unconditional love. This love is universal love. You're in tune with universal energy, where you pick up on everybody's energy around you, and you can become just like them, and just know their emotions. And you can fit in any environment like a chameleon. It's because you know their emotions, you know people better than you know anything. Because you tap into their spirit, into their energy, you're super sensitive. If somebody say, you get offensive about it. That's why you careful who you be around. If you don't be, you be the one who have to go to the escapist world, the dream world, the illusional world, because you're trying to escape reality type Pisces. So sometimes you be so far off in your escapist world to be an addict, some type of addict, addicted to something. You can be addicted to this, addicted to that, because you go through it. You know what I'm saying? You can be very delusional and be in the wrong environment, bad environments, and be around bad people, become that bad energy because of the people you're around. You become a product of your environment because you're trying to escape situations as it is. That's why you need to confront it. And so you deal with the higher realm. You deal with the feet, the dancing feet, the dancing spirit. You deal with the music playing, the flute, the drums, the piano. You deal with the creative spirit, the soul that need that rhythm, that need that universal harmony and staying in rhythm and tune. Because when you off rhythm, you off beat, you becomes more insane than ever. Because you're off balance. You don't know what to do. You do anything. You be on the lower realm and with lower people, on lower frequency, doing things that's so animalish and don't care. So you're the type who need that good environment, good people to be around. So the energy that you carry that good universal energy. I love. So once you trust spirit and know who you are, this is how you win. You got to know you got that self-love and know who you are, you got to win. If you be religion, it won't do you good because you be trapped and you still be on the lower stage. So you have to be spiritual. You have to be the one who love yourself. So your home is meditation, because meditation, you're over that. You master that. So once you meditate, it puts you in balance. It puts you in your essence of who you truly is. Because you get in tune with the underworld, be in tune with the inner world, be in tune with the universe, with spirits. You deal with spirits. You deal with healing spirits, healing in the hands you have, creative hands, and also healing itself to be this your aura. When you get positive vibe, this your love for people, because you're very generous and very kind and very charming, and people that love you charismatic as the one who could tell a good story, the one, because you can picture things and vision it in your mind very good and very well. So you got to take those, stay on the move, on the go. The free spirit don't like to be boxed or trapped and stuff like that, but you can also be a life of a party type of individual. So watch out for that. You be a life of a party. Your surroundings is very important, and what you feel is in your environment. You can feel the whole room, all the energy. You can feel everything. You can feel your environment, feel people. So it's very important to be in a comfortable environment. We're talking the first decan Pisces. You're the true Pisces. You're very glamorous, but you're very emotional too, super emotional, and so you have to build a positive concept in your mind. Stay positive. And you have to build a good self-image, and also you have to build an image. You have to build your motivation into something. You have to put your mind into something, the goal into something, because you could be stuck in the rut and don't want to do nothing. You be very lazy and don't want to do anything. So you have to be more practical and not be so delusional. And you got to be in the real world. Even though you're spiritual, you have to bring the spiritual world to the real world, but be practical with it, because you're psychic sensitive and you have to value confidence. So the first decans of Pisces people also has a powerful and unique power and influence on people. They got a magnetic force that's so charming that some people want to imitate. This is so like a magical vibration, so they be into type of magic. They like things that deal with magic or energy or spirit and things like that. So these people could be your spiritual guides and stuff like that. So they always look internal within themselves about how they feel. They feel how the energy flowing through their system. And so they even could just lay back and just chill and just like lay back and just feel the energy. Just feel on the energy and play play with the energy. When I say play the energy, it's like to feel how the energy flow through, and that's pleasure to them. So sweet pleasures is how the energy flowing through their nervous system, how it flowing through them. So they just like sit back and feel it feel so good. They know when they ain't feeling good and when they're not. But sometimes they don't, because they take on other people's energy. So they got to really be in tune with themselves and know themselves to really perfect their psychic tool. But they got it. You know what I'm saying? It's all around. They use it every day, their intuition, without knowing. They just use it more than intellect. Even though they are intelligent too, but they mostly use their intuition more than anything. So life is like a movie to these people. They're very devoted. They're warm-hearted. They're caring souls, like I said. But they can be very lazy, of course. We know that. They can be lazy and stuck in a rut. They want to do nothing unless you push them to do it. Unless they have something to strive for, unless they deal with spirit, unless they deal with creativity and things of that nature. So these people is some of the best people to be around, and because they're very funny, got a good sense of humor, entertainers, comedians, and stuff like that there. And so as long as they engage into activities and don't be caught in a rut, they can win, and don't be escapists and always be in a dream world and come back down to reality, they'll win. And so they're fascinated in the sight about theatric type energy of being a comedian and music, arts, noise. They love some type of noise, some type of plot. They like dramatic stuff because this is like light to them. So they need something that's going to keep them going. So things that's dramatic, even conflict sometimes. But they're very imaginative, but they can be, on the downside, they also be very violent. And most likely not, but it could be. So the thing is, they don't want to be boxed by nothing, a house by nothing. And we talking about the Pisces, the first decan. Now, we moving on to the second decan, Pisces. We talking about the Cancer type of Pisces, the Moon type of Pisces. And so these people are born from March the 1st to March the 10th. So this right here is people who into their home life, family life. They into the ancestors and the cultures, they are into their country, their city, where their birth at, their childhood. And so those who are very close to them, they take as family. What's up, family? So this is how they act towards them. They take as family. So even take friends as family, they feel like it. So they feel everybody emotions of pain. They're very sensitive. And so these the type that can be very isolated from the masses and to themselves if they're not in the right state of mind. So they have to learn how to control their emotions because their emotions is constantly crashing with their intellect. They always crashing. And so the emotions can also take over them. It's a very powerful force. And some people think they're weak because they're so kind and so nice and so giving and so nurturing and so caring. And people want to take advantage of that. But these people can be very dangerous and very violent because it's a powerful force right here. So they're the ones who always remember things too. Got a very good memory. So good. They can remember birthdays. They can remember some of everything. And they can remember everybody in their family birthdays. It could be just that. It could be just like that. Or they definitely remember those birthdays who they love. So, but they're very helping and very nice and very cool. But it could be kind of like shy-like type of Pisces. Kind of like shy-like. Don't really like to talk too much. But at the same time, when we do conversate with them and you need their help and their advice, they can give it to you and go on and on and on. They're very talkative. They can be very expressive. So, with that being said, their mother, their family is very important to them, and women's in their life is very important to them, but also family in general, no matter if it's a man or woman. So with these people, it's about what they feel. So if they don't feel like doing it, they ain't gonna do it. But if they do, they would do it. So if they feel real good, you see the best people that you could ever see. I mean, so they definitely like to help people if they could. And they know if you fake, if you lying, because they can tap into your soul, your emotions, and they can read you like a book. So they're very psychic, of course. You know what I mean? Of course, they're very psychic and very intuitive and clairsentience, where they can clearly feel energy all around them and take on the energy of others and feel the energy of others all around them. And they can understand it. So these type of people are not scared of their ability because they are nurturers and they caregivers. How you think they would know about you and know what you need to heal and what you need to win in this life? With clairsentient ability where they can feel your pain in their body. They can feel what you're going through. They can feel your emotions. You can't even lie to these people. So they're very imaginative. Their emotions is always on fire. You know what I mean? They're moody, and when the moon out, they can feel every effect of it. Because the moon is always, glaring like a satellite. But like I said, they're very kind and got very sharp individuals. Very sharp, very creative expression, any creative field, anything that deal with the arts, but not only the arts, but anything that deal with money in general, like business. They can be very good business people. But they're very security oriented, so they be good when dealing with finances. So, because this is money energy right here. When we're talking about the Pisces Cancer type of energy, the second decan. So the second decan type people will have good fortune in their life. So they got to eat pretty well or eat something that's beneficial because their stomach will hurt. They can feel it all in their gut because this is where the intuition comes from too, but also from their mind. So they're very intuitive nature. This is the moon sign, the mother. So they're very nurturing, very caring. So loyalty is a part of who they is. They are the protector of their family, their culture, whoever they love. It could be their community, even the world. So when they got the Pisces right here, just add on to the Pisces energy, this Cancer like moon traits, which makes these people, they look tough on the surface and they are pretty strong. The people think they're weak because they can, but these people are actually tough. Even though within them they got some of that soft compassion, that the nice, the coolness, the kindness, and the love for you. So they're very loving too. So the thing is, they go overboard with this love thing and try to prove themselves how much they love you. They don't need to do that because people already see the love that they have. They're very brave, but they're careful souls at the same time. They're security oriented, but they love adventurous, doing adventurous things. So it depends on their mood, what they do. And their fears deals with trust. Because they can be very paranoid, fear this and fear that on the downside. But trust is very important to these people. They got to trust you to be able to talk to you or be with you or deal with you. And then on the outside, they can understand you already. So when we talk about trust, if they trust the divine spirit, they will win right here. It's a very powerful placement right here. These people are very powerful. So when we're talking about the Pisces Cancer energy, the second decan, they deal with the cosmos energy. That's what they're home from the universe. Also, their inner self, one within themselves. You know what I'm saying? They've been in touch with the divine spirit. So this is what they do. And so they want to be famous, and eventually they will be famous for something. I mean, they will. So the way they like to get over their pain is in silence and to themselves. They might even like to talk it out or nothing like that. They like to get to themselves and go in the inner world and cuddle up like that there. That's how they be very snappish and cranky too on the downside. But we already know about the downside because it's not the upside, it's the downside. So they can be like lunatics that their emotions, they do the emotions like loonies. Don't mess with these people like that. They actually be fighters too because the emotions are powerful. They're very good judge of character, but they can take initiative to get whatever they need or whatever they want. Because they could be providers. They could be providers too. So this is a money sign. So these people are the ones who are very funny, got a great sense of humor, love to laugh, but they also love to give you guidance, love to counsel you so you can better yourself. There's some people that can feel like they're wishy-washy, but they're not. So It is going through mood swings. So right here, we're talking about people who have conflict with their emotions. So they got to learn how to master their emotions. And it's about what they feel. I feel. They calm on the surface. You see, they're very calm, light, very cool. And they got very great strength underneath their insecurity. But they're very strong. Security means a lot. So they're not going to mess with anybody. And they're not going to give their heart to anybody and their soul to anybody. They want the right type of love. So now, the third Decan type of Pisces is the Scorpio type. This is the Scorpio type of Pisces. And they are born from March the 11th to March the 20th. These are the stubborn types, but the solid and the strongest type. And they're very intuitive and they go deep into the underworld and tap into the truths that people don't even know about. They break the taboos in life. What people say they can't do or what people say it is, and they prove people wrong. And they go deep into the inner world. They're not scared of death. They're not scared of nothing. Not transformation, because it's part of who they is. They like to transform. So they got changeable personality and a changeable behavior. So they want to leave a mark, a legacy in life. And they eventually will be somebody and leave a mark on life. And they're very intense and very powerful and very, very persistent, but also can be very secretive. They're very practical, realistic. So you will like these people because they're all about the truth. And they like people who are about the truth. And they're very careful how they move, how they act. They constantly always recreate themselves for the better of themselves, always changing and transforming. And they move quick like personality, but they can be very obsessive, a very jealous type person, controlling and dominating on the downside. You don't want to mess with people. They can be very ruthless and very violent. Yeah, so, but on the upside, what you catch them mostly on is the loving, the generous, the loyal, the penetrative, focused mind, the master strategist type energy. They can strategize and plan anything, any event, and things like that. But these people can go to the extreme. So these type of people who can go to the extreme on things, but they're very independent. But they also could be the one who cling to their love partners or to their family and friends. But they're very passionate. On the downside, though, you don't want that coldness that they can have for you. But that's only if you're the enemy, because they're gonna take the enemies out. They don't play. The thing is, they come many ways. They can use data that they got, information they got on you in many ways. So they know the mind, psychology. So this is the third Decan type of Pisces, which is Scorpio. A very strong personality, and so they can be very complicated to some people. And very magnetic, very powerful. They got that glare in the eye. We got a hypnosis nature like you don't want to mess with. But at the same time, a lot of people love their nature and want to be like that and be strong like them. So some people admire them. They deal with birth, sex, transformation, death, and recreating themselves. So death, they're not scared of death. And they will see death all around. They see it all the time. And they want to know more about death. They go deep into knowledge to deal with death. They can break down how people die and that people don't die and all this stuff here. The energy don't die. They go deep into the knowledge. The thing is, they can go into the sex knowledge too. They're not scared to talk about that. They're not scared to be on them type topics because they are the master of that. They know about orgasms and things like that. But they got a deep focus and concentration mind where they can penetrate through your soul. They put that glare. They can feel like they're peering into your soul and they can read you like a book. So these people here will stop at nothing to accomplish their objective, and they can be very ruthless to accomplish their objectives also. But they are the ones who are very strong competitors who you really don't want to play with, because they can go to any means to accomplish their goals. But on the positive side, good upside, they got a good drive, energy, and they will protect you. They'll be very loyal to you, a very good friend. Of course, they're very psychic, like all the other water signs. They can be the most psychic. They like to go in deep. They can break down what psychic is and break down everything. They go to anywhere. They go into the mediumship where they can talk to spirits. They can also be classic where they can feel spirit and everything else. So these type of Pisces here, they got the trace of a Pisces, but with Scorpio added on. It's the third deck. So these people truly indeed are you're very emotional type, but they're not a whole lot better than the other Pisces, the other Decans. So these are the ones who can be your scientists, your doctors, your spiritual gurus, spiritual leaders, spiritual healers, and your doctor, your mathematic geniuses, or anything they choose to be, because they don't leave a mark in this world. And these are the type who got many secrets under their belt. Also, who like to expose secrets, who like to break down secrets, who like to prove to you what is what. And they like to know things. They don't like to be kept in the dark. They like to know, so they keep going. They be so obsessive about the mysteries of life until they know. They keep diving deep and going off into it. And so metaphysics and things like that is something that they do naturally. Being into divination, being into astrology, numerology, it's something they do naturally. It's something that they live for. So they live on many levels. Their mind is so brilliant and just out of this world, out of this box. And so they spit wisdom, philosophy, and they got a great energy about them, a great positive energy about them. And this energy, they like to help others and serve others in a lot of ways. And they like to give to others. And they're very gentle too. They can be very gentle and very adaptable when they want to. You know, this is a fixed Scorpio is a fixed energy. So this type of Pisces can be very fixed in their ways. As long as for the good, they will win right here. But they got the drive to not be in a rut and ambitious to accomplish their objective. So this type of Pisces can really do something. They can really do something with themselves. And so they got very practical goals, realistic goals, but they don't go all overboard. They know what they want to accomplish. They know they can accomplish. They don't either aspire respect in people or fear, because it's a strong personality. So the thing is, to get the job done, they about their business. And this is so great. This is so great and so powerful. They got intense feeling, and their emotions so intense, so forceful, so powerful. They like nothing but tough stuff, strong stuff. It could be, they like dramatic stuff. So, because this is tough people, tough vibration. And so they don't like weakness at all. So they got to learn how to even accept weak people and know that everyone has a weakness. Once they learn that, then they will win right here. So they all about the truth, all the truth seeking, all about knowledge and breaking down knowledge, breaking down what the truth is and things like that. This is what they do. In business, they can be very good business people. They know their business. They get into financials and accountants, all that there. So they channel energy easily. So this is what they do. You know, the ones who got the sharp powers of judgment is them. The one who got the sharp mind is them. The one who can be very stable and hold down their emotion better than anyone is them. You know, this is an emotional sign. The one who can be very traditional is them. So these individuals who got the Pisces-Scorpio, the third decan, can be some of your best creative artists, your best psychics in the world. And so they can do many things, anything. And so they're very passionate. Everything they do, they go hard in their work, their relationship, their hobbies, and even for a call, they fight for calls. So they got the ability to accomplish everything that come their way, overcome any obstacles, any struggles. They got the ability to overcome any hardships and things of that nature. You know, they're very obsessive. They can be very obsessive. As long as they control themselves, they're good. But see, once they love very deeply. They don't play, and they want that one. So they can be very possessive over the one they love, and nobody better not get in their way because they can be very, very dangerous. So they want to win in everything they do. And so this is the thing about these people here. These some of your best people in the world, though. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be real with you. They'll stay at your way. But if you want some drama, they can give you some. So this thing right here is that mostly they're very cool and calm, so you got to worry about nothing. You're good. But it depends on if they're on the downside. Then you got to worry about something. But these people can be like your Flash or your Supermans. They get things done in the Flash. They can move like that. Very powerful, psychic people. Ooh, they can see through your fakeness, your lies. They can see through you. Talking about this, talking about that. They know you. You know what I'm saying? So this being said right here, whatever they desire, they will get. They will have. They will go for. So this is all I have to say right here. And I did all the Decans, all the Pisces Decans. It gets no realer than this, beautiful people. I say it gets no realer than this. I did all the Decans, the Pisces. Because these people here, the third Decan, when they got an opportunity to win, they will. If you let them take over you, they will. So this being said, on the real, they just positive. So here it is, y'all, beautiful people. This is all the Decans. I'll show you.